Hello students, let us start with properties of scalar multiplication. Properties of scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication. Let S and T be scalars. Scalars are nothing but real numbers. Real numbers and A and B matrices such that the operations indicated in the following are compatible. Then first is S into TA, which is equals to in bracket S into T A. Second is S plus T into A is equals to S A plus T A. Third property is S into in bracket A plus B bracket complete, which is equals to S A plus S B. Fourth one is S into in bracket AB, which is equals to S into A into B, which is equals to A in bracket S into B. And last one is 1 into A is equals to A. These five are the properties of scalar multiplication. Let us prove fourth number property. For example, A is equals to matrix 1 minus 2 0 2 3 1. B is equals to matrix 1 4 3 minus 1, and let S is equals to minus 2. Then A into B. A into B means matrix 1 minus 2 0 2 3 1 into B 1 4 3 minus 2. After multiplying these two matrices, we get minus 5 6 6 minus 2 6 11. Now calculate S into AB. S is minus 2. S into AB, which is equal to S is minus 2 into matrix AB, matrix minus 5 6 6 minus 2 6 11, which is equal to, we have to multiply each entry of AB by minus 2, which is nothing but minus 10 minus 12 6 into minus 2 minus 12 plus 4 minus 12 and minus 22. Now we have to calculate SA into B. S into A into B. S into A means minus 2 into matrix A, which is 1 minus 2 0 2 3 1 into matrix B 1 4 3 minus 1. After multiplying these matrices, we get minus 10 minus 12 sorry, here is plus 10. Here is plus 10 minus 12 4 minus 12 minus 22. Now calculate A into S into B. A into S into B, which is equals to matrix A is 1 minus 2 0 2 3 1 into S into B. S means minus 2 into matrix B is 1 4 3 minus 1, which is equals to matrix 1 minus 2 0 2 3 1 into minus 2 minus 8 minus 6 plus 2. After multiplying these two matrices, we get 10 minus 12 minus 12 4 minus 12 minus 22. Observe that S into AB is equals to SA into B, which is equals to A into SB. Hence, fourth property of scalar multiplication is verified. Similarly, we can verify remaining properties of scalar multiplication. Let us see properties of transpose. Properties of transpose. Properties of transpose. First property is for any matrix A transpose, that is transpose of A transpose, which is equals to A. Second property, that is B, if A and B are matrices of the same order, are matrices of the same order, are the matrices of same order, then A plus B transpose, which is equals to A transpose plus B transpose. C, if alpha is any scalar, if alpha is any scalar and A is any matrix, then alpha into A transpose, which is equals to alpha into A transpose. And last property D, if A and B are any two matrices, such that the product AB is defined, then A into B transpose is equals to B transpose into A transpose. These four are the properties of transpose. First property is transpose of A transpose is equals to A. Second property is A plus B transpose is equals to A transpose plus B transpose. Third is if alpha is any scalar and A is any matrix, then alpha into A transpose is equals to alpha into A transpose. And last is if A and B are any two matrices such that product AB is defined, then A into B transpose is equals to B transpose A transpose. Let us take one remark. If A1, A2 and so on up to AN are matrices, the product A1, A2 and so on up to AN is compatible, that is defined, then A1 into A2 and so on up to AN raised to T, which is equals to AN transpose, then AN minus 1 transpose and so on up to A2 transpose A1 transpose by property D. This is generalization of property D. Let us see one definition. A square matrix A is said to be symmetric if A transpose is equal to A and A is symmetric if and A is Q symmetric or antisymmetric. If A transpose is equal to minus A. A square matrix means number of rows and number of columns are same. It's said to be symmetric if A transpose is equal to A, that is if A is equal to matrix Aij, it's said to be symmetric if Aij is equal to Aj and A is Q symmetric, and this matrix is Q symmetric if Aij is equal to minus Aj. Let us write down remarks. If A is equal to matrix Aij and if A is symmetric, then Aij is equal to Aj for all I, j, and if A is Q symmetric, then Aij is equal to minus Aj for all I, j. For example, matrix 0, 1, 2, minus 1, 0, 3, minus 2, minus 3, 0 is antisymmetric matrix. Since each Aij is equal to minus Aj. See here, this entry is A12, which is equal to this entry is A21, which is nothing but A12 is equal to minus A21. Similarly, this entry is A13, this is A31, Therefore we get A31 is equals to minus, A13 is equals to minus A31. Similarly, this entry is A23 and this is A32. And what is A23 is equals to minus A32. Therefore, it is antisymmetric matrix. Now we will start next topic, inverse of matrix of a matrix. Definition: if A is square matrix, if A is square matrix of order n is called non-singular or invertible if there exists a matrix B of order n such that A into B is equals to B into A, which is equals to In. The matrix B is called an inverse of A. What is definition of inverse matrix? A is a square matrix of order n, that is size of matrix A is n by n. It's called non-singular or invertible if there exists a matrix B of order n such that A into B is equals to B into A, which is equals to In, that is identity matrix of order n. Then matrix B is called an inverse of A. Let us write down one note. From above definition, it follows that if A into B is equals to B into A, which is equals to In, then A is also inverse of B. A is also inverse of B. That is, if AB is equals to BA, which is equals to In, then we say that B is inverse of A and also A is inverse of B. Let us take one example. For example, if A is equals to matrix 3, 8, 2, 5, then we have B is equals to matrix minus 5, 8, 2, minus 3 such that A into B, that is matrix 3 into 8, 2, 5 into matrix B minus 5, 8, 2, minus 3, which is nothing but 1, 0, 0, 1. Similarly, and B is minus 5, 8, 2, minus 3 into matrix 3, 8, 2, 5, which is equals to matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. Therefore, B is an inverse of matrix A, and therefore we can say that A is invertible matrix. A is invertible matrix. Why A is invertible matrix? Because A into B and B into A which is equals to identity matrix of order 2. Let us take one more definition. A square matrix A is called singular. A is called singular if A is not invertible. If A is not invertible. A square matrix A is called singular if A is not invertible. Let us see one example. Show that the matrix A is equals to matrix 1 minus 1 2 3 4 5 0 0 is not invertible. That is, we cannot find. What we have to show? We have to show that this A matrix is not invertible. That is, we have to show that there does not exist B such that A into B is equals to B into A, which is equals to I3, because size of A matrix is 3 by 3. Therefore, there does not exist B such that A into B is equals to BA, which is equals to I3. Solution. Suppose there is a matrix B. There is a matrix B such that A into B is equals to B into A, which is equals to I3. Observe that in the product A into B, third row will entirely consist third row will consist entirely of 0, whereas the third row of I3 does not consist 0, consists of zeros only. Whereas hence AB is equals to I3 is not possible for any matrix B. Therefore, A is not invertible. Here what we have to show that A is not invertible. Suppose there is a matrix B such that AB is equals to BA, which is equals to I3. Observe that in the product AB, third row will consist entirely of 0 because third row of A is 0. Therefore, third row of AB consists entirely of 0, whereas the third row of I3 does not consist of zeros only. Therefore, AB is equals to I3 is not possible for any matrix B. Therefore, A is not invertible. Let us take theorem. If a matrix A is invertible, if a matrix is invertible, then inverse of A is unique. Then inverse of A is unique. So, what is theorem? Theorem is if a matrix A is invertible, that is, there exists B such that A into B is equals to B into A, which is equals to IN, that is identity matrix. Then inverse of A is unique. Suppose B and C are two matrices and both are inverses of A. Therefore, by definition of inverse, what we get? A into B is equals to B into A, which is equals to I. A into C into A, which is equals to I. Call this equation number 1, call this equation number 2. Now, B can be written as B into I, which is equals to B into AC. Since by equation 2, which is equals to, this can be written as B into A, in bracket B into A bracket complete, into C. Since by associative law for multiplication. But by equation 1, B into A is nothing but I. This I into C, which is equals to C. Therefore, what we get? B is equals to C. That implies A cannot have more than one inverse. Therefore, inverse of A is unique, or we can say that therefore inverse of A, if it exists, then it is unique. Notation. we denote inverse of A by A inverse. Therefore, A into A inverse, which is equals to A inverse into A, which is equals to I. Let us take one more theorem. Theorem is A is invertible matrix. If A is invertible matrix, then A inverse is invertible and inverse of A inverse, which is equals to A, and B for any non-zero scalar alpha into A is invertible and alpha into A inverse, which is equals to 1 upon alpha into A inverse. Now we prove this theorem. First we prove part A. Let us see proof of part A. See what we have given. A inverse is invertible. We have also given that A is invertible. A is invertible means A into A inverse is equals to A inverse into A, which is equals to I. Therefore, by definition of invertibility, A inverse is invertible. And A inverse of inverse, which is equals to A. See here, A is invertible, therefore A into A inverse, which is equals to A inverse into A, which is equals to identity matrix. Therefore, by definition of invertibility, A inverse is invertible. See here, from this definition what we get? Inverse of A inverse is equals to A. And therefore, proof of part A is complete. Now we will prove part B. We have to show that alpha into A inverse, which is equals to 1 upon alpha into A inverse. That is, we have to show that alpha into A into 1 by alpha into A inverse, which is equals to identity matrix. Let us take LHS file. There we have alpha into A into 1 by alpha into A inverse, which is equals to, this can be written as alpha into A into 1 by alpha into A inverse, which is equals to alpha into 1 by alpha into A into which is equals to alpha into 1 by alpha to A into A inverse, which is equal to, this can be written as alpha into 1 by alpha into A inverse, which is equal to, alpha into 1 by alpha is 1, A into A inverse, which is equal to identity matrix. Here, what we have to prove? We have to prove that alpha A inverse, which is equal to 1 by alpha into A inverse. Okay. For this purpose, what we have to prove? On LHS, alpha A inverse, when it goes to RHS, it becomes alpha A. Therefore, alpha A into 1 by alpha into A inverse, which is equal to R. We have to prove this. Now apply by properties of multiplication. First we consider LHS, and we show that LHS is equals to RHS. What is LHS? This is LHS. This can be written by property S into AB, which is equals to A into SB, which is equals to SA into B, which is equal alpha A into 1 upon alpha into A inverse, which is equals to alpha A, which is equals to alpha into A into 1 by alpha into A inverse. This can be written as alpha into 1 by alpha A into A inverse, again by this same property, which is equals to alpha into 1 by alpha A into A inverse. Since by if S into T into A, S and T are scalar, then this can be written as S into T. We know that alpha into 1 by alpha is 1 into A inverse. Obviously, A into A inverse is equals to I, because A is invertible. Since A is invertible, therefore we prove this, that is, therefore alpha into A inverse is equals to 1 by alpha into A inverse. Hence, proof of part B is complete. Okay, students, we will stop here. Thank you.